Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, all you jabronis and degenerates. You're listening to Very Opinionated and Slightly Educated. As always, I'm Luca, and I'm here with my good friend Matt. Matt, how are we doing today?
Well, what going on, everybody? I'm living life, man. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being exhausted. I'm a 9.2 right now, and it's the quarantine out of shape. I hit the links today for the first time. Thanks Dougie for opening them up. Give me something to do other than throw the baseball against the wall. Played 18 holes and just fucking exhausted.
Well,
Jesus.
golf is one of those things where you don't really got to be close to anyone, right?
I had my own cart, man. Oh, so nice not having to share a cart. Well, my wallet didn't like that. I couldn't share a cart, but it was nice. Just legs out. Like I was man stancing the whole way, breeze in the pants. Oh, it was beautiful. I wouldn't
Now,
have traded it for anything.
with COVID going on, did they have the drink cart flying around, or did they
No.
cancel that?
So you're going to like the halfway house, which I didn't know there was a thing, but a halfway house.
Yeah.
In the pro shop to get beers or water, you only have two opportunities to go. So you're just packed. You're getting.
So
like
it's when you start and at the middle.
Yeah, exactly. And when you finish, those are your three opportunities.
Wow.
And you got to keep in mind, you're not getting those spots for 2 hours, an hour and a half.
No,
It
not
depends how
even
bad
close.
of a fucking slow.
Also depends on how bad you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible. So we probably took an hour and a half just to get through every halfway point.
Really?
Yeah, but it was hot out. Anyways, I'm glad I went because I'm telling you right now, if anyone wants to know, terrible goddamn golfer. People want to go golfing, please let me know. Pay for my round, first of all. It was fucking expensive.
Now, do you have your own clubs or do you rent?
No, I needed to rent, but shout out to David Rebello for lending me his clubs because he doesn't fucking play, so I'm just gonna mooch those off of him. What else is he doing?
Hey, what else is he gonna do?
Well, hey, he doesn't fucking use them. It's not. I thought he was using them, to be honest with you, and then he was like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. I don't use them. I'm like, huh, okay, you shouldn't have told me that. There goes 20 of your tees and 20 of your balls, gonzo, wide right into the lake.
Wide right? Is that where you always chip them?
No, you know what I was hitting today? Wide left. Holy shit!
Really?
I had to yell out the stereotypical 4 just so people wouldn't get smoked in the head, man.
That's what always makes me nervous. I've only been golfing once, and I don't know if it was just a tight course because it was kind of in the city, but I was real worried about shanking one and just smoking someone in the green beside me.
You got to think, man. I have so much respect for golfers now. Holy fuck, what a hard sport to play. If you think it's easy, go play. I challenge you.
Golf is probably one of the most technical sports. Like, your technique matters so much in golf. And the only one I can kind of think of being close is like badminton. I remember badminton being all wrist, all technique.
I feel like golf is for sure a low-key underrated sport in the sense of like athletics. I fact-checked this, by the way. The PGA does not allow carts. So these guys that are playing 18 holes PGA tours, and they're going like what, for a weekend?
And
that's a long day,
small
man.
courses. They're not playing on small courses.
They're playing big courses, okay? They're not playing me. I'm sitting at the red tee 50 feet from the fucking hole, okay? Yeah. They're 400 feet from the hole. It's crazy.
400. They're probably driving 3.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. So you know what? I grew some respect for those golfers. So that's something that I took from today. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What were you doing today? You're fucking busy. You're at work.
Yeah, work's normal. I actually ran into someone interesting. Don't want to get onto this topic too much, but the man I met today. So my guy walks in, asks him if he wants a mask because we're giving him out complimentary for a little bit.
Nice.
He says, "No, I've had it." And I was like, yeah, everyone's had it, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, "No, I was number 60 in Ontario to have it."
He didn't mean the had it in that, like the sense of, fuck, like I'm over this whole thing.
No, he's actually had the virus. And then he just walks off, just drops the bomb and walks the hell off. How do you do
follow
that?
The guy? You go, hey boss.
1 second, please.
1 second. I'm just gonna fact check if I can have you in here or not. Cause
no.
You gotta think about it. What are the precautions? I'm ignorant, man. I don't know. Like my office. So this is what's going on at my office. Remember we talked about what the workplace is going to be like?
Yeah.
3 days. That's all you're allowed.
Yeah.
Choose your
No,
3 meats.
this guy, like Matt, it's just kind of you treat him like anyone else, just because we don't know if he's immune or not. So you treat him like everyone else. Wear a
Well, that's
mask
why
if
I
you're
asked. Like, what do
in,
you?
let them
Obviously, you treat
party.
them like everyone else, but do you do extra precautionary things? 'Cause I remember last time I went to your.
I wanted to make an announcement. That's all amazing. I wanted to have a Q&A period with the guy.
Last time I went to your store, though, you had the sign. Last time you had told us when you went to fucking travel the country, you could get screened. I was a little fucking nervous. I was a little nervous.
What do you
I
got
was
to
going
hide,
there with a
bud?
little bit of a fucking fever just from being nervous, man.
What do you got to hide?
Nothing. I wouldn't mind if they stuck a thing down my throat or fucking tickled my nose. I wouldn't have minded. Free service, man. Something exciting at the grocery store for once, other than me picking out my sausages that I'm having for dinner.
Hey, you know what? Actually, speaking of that, my parents yesterday came home with 3 beautiful T-bone steaks.
My parents had T-bones yesterday. I was fucking jealous.
They were good. They were massive too.
Shout out to how are you taking your steak?
Medium rare, always.
Okay, perfect. No. Hey, people, I gotta ask. Some people.
I pretty much.
Well done. No thank you.
No, that is so unacceptable. Anything past like medium is just.
Went to a steakhouse downtown. She got a fucking well done. What was it? A filet mignon too. The filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Well done.
I was like,
are you high?
Oh, you can't be for real. I was waiting for her to.
It actually hurts me, Matt, to hear that someone did that.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, no, she's gonna get it fucking blue.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it medium rare like it's supposed to be, and you're gonna like it.
I remember I watched a guy eat a blue steak before. It was fucking disgusting.
I wonder what it's like. Some people who have it swear by it.
You know what it looks like? It looks like when you put a steak on the barbecue, it's hot, and it turns like a light gray, and that's it.
Yeah, that's.
You just put it on there for 2 minutes, and that's it. I even think 2 minutes is over.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, I can never. No,
but here's the thing. I actually can't judge. I can't say that. I've had beef sashimi before.
Oh yeah, I don't medium rare is good, but I usually get it rare.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, that blue turns me on. Like just knowing that it's not even cooked. I don't know. But I've told you I'm not a sashimi guy. I'm not really into the raw meat thing.
Yeah.
What is the not even raw meat? What's the other one? Tartare? Is it tartare?
Tartare is beef tartare is where they make it into like a paste.
Yeah, that I don't like.
That I really don't agree with either. It's like pretty good steak, delicious.
Tuna tartare was good, but not the steak.
Yeah, because tuna tartare is like, what do you usually do with a tuna unless you have like a big yellowfin tuna steak? Like,
that's what I would compare it. Like that's my closest thing I've had to sashimi. That wasn't sashimi, if that makes sense to you.
No, that makes sense.
Man, I fucking miss all you can eat sushi. I know we're talking about fucking seafood here. Oh my.
You know what I actually had recently, and honestly, guilty pleasure. Kind of just needed this. Wasn't having a really good day. Now
I feel like I need to know what the fuck happened in your day. But tell me it's jerk chicken.
No, I was just having a bad. No, not jerk chicken. No. This is like the downtown classic. Whenever I'm there, I got poke recently. Oh,
you're such a dirty bastard.
Oh,
where'd you go, you little dirty bird?
It was soul food. I think the place was on Young, and it was south.
Oh, you went a little bit into
like Young and Eglinton.
Dude, my stomping grounds, man.
I went for a drive. I was gonna say,
you fucking went.
It was worth it. It was worth it. I need to get. You know when you just need to get out of the house and you actually want a place to go instead of just driving around.
How is the fucking construction there? Terrible, or are they still working?
Barely any inconvenience, man.
Really, eh? Because I know they're making that big Metrolinx bridge over there.
Yeah, they're doing all the LRT stuff still.
Oh god. Well, that's nice. My mom would have fucking killed you if she heard that you went to Young and Eglinton, man. Best Thai food in the cities is Young and
Eglinton. Thai. You know what? Now you just remind me. I still gotta get some pad thai in me.
You know what, man? That's what I was craving the other day. I wanted a fucking Penang curry, peanut curry, so bad. Oh my god! Or cashew chicken, basil beef, pineapple fried rice. Anyways, I'm just craving Thai food now. Now we're talking about this. Thank God I'm not frittata listening to
Jeez.
But you know what? Have you guys been eating a lot of takeout or
no? We try to grab local once a week.
That's fair.
So once or twice from Cheeks.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to Cheeks.
Thank you. Hey, Paulo Bertone, man. One of my buddies from back in the day.
Some of the best home style food. And
did you do the one where you make it yourself, or was it already pre-made?
What do you mean?
Because he was telling me that they're offering like their famous penne alla vodka, which I think is pretty good, man. They'll give you the pasta, they'll give you the container of the sauce, everything you need to make it, and it has the instructions. Pasta.
No way.
Ah, man.
No, we just ordered it actually done. I didn't know you could do that.
You can do that. You can make it yourself.
Yeah, no. I really enjoy cheese food.
But you know what? Good for those guys for keeping up with the times and all those restaurants that are adapting to the times. You got to think about it. These restaurants, the restaurant business, imagine how many times they adapt to changing the way that they do things.
Anytime anything comes out. You see sushi, all of a sudden it's got the iPads. And then takeout with skip the dishes. Skip the dishes all of a sudden comes in, and now everyone's got to find a delivery thing. Like crazy.
It's bananas. You know what? I'll agree with you. You know what I've noticed actually since my mom's been working from home? I think she's used to at work they order in usually a lot. Our office used to order in quite a little bit. It was disgusting how much shit we used to eat. But sometimes you get a falafel for lunch, a shawarma for lunch, something small. And you know what? For dinner, yeah, man. Sometimes once a week, twice a week. I was gonna say we get something.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
I don't think it's crazy. Someone was like, "Oh, you're getting food like when this is all going on." I was like,
"Well, okay, realistically, so your prime way of getting it is like touch or something when it comes to delivery, right?"
We're not even saying the name; it's just it right now. Okay.
Yeah. And so it's not that common to get it from actually ingesting. Like the chance, it's technically still a chance, but it's a really low one. So like your biggest worry is touching the bag. And so I'm getting food.
You see, like I don't know about Cheeks, but you see the precautions they have to go through now? Like the pizza. Every time you're gonna get a pizza box from now on, you're gonna know who ate it before getting home because the seal's gonna be broken. Everything has a seal on it now.
Yeah, that's insane. Heard Pizza has some crazy commercials going on about like they put it in some sort of lockbox and only you have the code so no one can get to your pizza.
It's kind of fascinating some of the fucking engineering that goes on to this. It's fucking cardboard half the time, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And like all these fast food and restaurants just gotta adapt so much. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck. You know what? But that's one of those things where I try to preach support local as much as I can. It doesn't have to be Bolton local either, okay? Like, I'm not talking local. You can go to fucking downtown and support a local restaurant. They need it as much as anything. But, I really hope people are taking this time to spend that extra $2-3. Like, if you're going to go out, I
give a good tip. Come on.
Not even a tip. But, if it's $22 to get it from the mom and pop shop compared to the chain restaurant, splurge for the love of God. You're not even tipping them half the time. Just fucking use your head.
Yeah, for takeout, do you usually tip?
Depends, man. If it's pizza 100% every single time.
No, but takeout? Like you going and picking it up. No. You going and picking it up.
Oh, yeah. Like when I go order, like when we order sushi and we go pick it up prior to this.
Yeah.
No, I never tip. Like
I always feel weird. I don't know whether I'm supposed to tip or not.
You know what? 90% of the time, I don't get they don't even give me the option.
If it's a place I really like, I'll always tip.
Well, I know one guy, he's probably going to be, we'll get on to maybe him being our next guest, but I know one of our friends, if he enjoys the meal that much, if it's a $20 meal, he'll put a $40, $50 bill down and say, keep the fucking change.
Shut up.
Yeah, man.
Shut your mouth.
If he likes a meal, he will fucking pay a heavy fine, like a heavy fucking dime for it.
That is
I've always respected him for that because if he thinks the service is great, he's right. Why don't they deserve it?
Oh no, I definitely think you should get tipped according to if you have really good service. But like, holy, 100% tip.
Okay, and maybe $20 is lowballing it, but we never really get anything more than $30 a person.
I think the most I've ever tipped for like percentage wise, I think one time I had a really good, I can't remember where we were. I think it was some sort of sit down restaurant, maybe like North York area.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who I was with.
Wasn't the roti
like a goldfish? No, not roti. Gave like it was great, insanely good service. Gave like a 25-30% tip, easy.
For you, man. Well, for
30%
me,
tip,
you know what? Again, like I said, you deserve it. I remember, where was I? The biggest tip I ever gave, Italy. You ever heard? Remember, Italy was huge.
Yep.
Just opened up, Young and Bloor.
Yeah.
Not that the service was great and I loved it. It was great. It was a good time. Don't get me wrong. But I just felt like I needed to. I felt like I needed to fit in with all these big shots. Like if I gave her like a 10% tip, she's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I'd be getting 30% all night."
You know who sometimes I find myself wanting to tip a lot more?
Who?
Like Uber drivers and stuff like that. Like when you got a real good driver.
Yeah, they put up with a lot of shit. But I've never ran into, knock on wood, I've never ran into a fucking bad Uber driver. I've been kicked out of an Uber once, but I've never ran into a bad Uber driver.
For what? What did you get kicked out for?
Long story short, we got in there. We asked him to go to the one destination that we put in, right?
Uh-huh.
He's driving us there, whatever. Right off the bat, hey, can we turn up the radio? Hey, can we hook up the car? We're drunk, and I'm sure we're fucking annoying, and he's annoyed, and it's 2 a.m. in fucking party town. He doesn't want to hear that. That's fine. But, no, he's miserable, whatever. Okay, fine. We're halfway there. Doesn't one guy roll down the window to fucking talk to the car beside us?
Oh, no.
And he goes, "What are you doing? You're distracting my driving. Get out of the car." None of that was anything fishy. It was just this guy was in a fucking mood, man. Kicked us out of the Uber. Got a 2-star rating from him, too. You know what? Just give me the 0. If you're not going to give me 5 stars, give me a 0. Don't give me a 2. It's 5 or 0. There's no in between, okay?
Don't give me a 5 after kicking me out of the Uber.
But other than that guy, I've never had a bad like ordering my own Ubers or getting an Uber for myself.
I don't think I've ever had a real bad one. Actually, scratch that. There was one Uber ride where I thought he was literally going to crash the car. That guy, I've never gotten out of a vehicle faster than that.
We were coming home from a banquet. I think it was a New Year's banquet, and he was just fucking. GPS is telling him to go left. He's going right. GPS says go fucking straight. He reverses and does a 3-point turn. It was a disaster, but I think he was just nervous. It must have been his first day, or else he was fucking loaded, because it was one of the two. It was too.
Maybe in an unfamiliar area.
Yeah, I don't know. Poor guy. He's in the back roads of fucking Calvin. I don't blame him. I get fucking lost there all the time too.
Oh,
I don't know.
Everything looks the same.
Everything looks the same. The same cows are looking the same way. There's not like it's brown cows on one side.
You ever ride your bike out in the back hills of Caledon?
No, I would like to, but dude, I'm telling you, that's one of those hobbies I want to get onto. I've been rollerblading a lot more now. Obviously, not very far because I'm fucking fat and out of shape, but I want to be biking more. Like I want to start going around. I think that's gonna be my new way of exercising. To be quite honest with you.
Honestly, feels real good to get back on the bike. I've been.
I should say.
Sorry.
My biking is going to be my new exercise only if hockey doesn't happen.
Yeah, if hockey doesn't.
And that's another conversation. I saw the NHL approve that 2014 playoff. I don't know how I feel about.
It's going to be interesting.
I don't know. Chirac didn't make it, did they?
I don't think so.
I'm wondering.
I gotta fact check that, but
I'm not interested. If they
my boys have been suffering a little bit.
This whole situation ruined it for me. If they play, I'll just be happy. I don't care who's fucking playing. It could be Columbus.
Who won last year? Who won the last Stanley Cup? Was it St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Some guy walked in with a St. Louis Blues like Stanley Cup winning shirt on, and I was like, "Was it that?" I wonder
how many of those people are really St. Louis fans.
I don't know.
How can you be a St. Louis fan?
How many St. Louis fans have you realistically run into, or do you think we're just too far away from it?
Like when I meet someone, they're like, "Oh, what's your favorite team?" "Oh, the Carolina Hurricanes."
Like maybe because of the Stahl brothers.
But they won the Cup in 2006. Okay, maybe that's when you started watching hockey. Okay. Oh, my favorite team's the Minnesota Wild.
Okay.
Kind
of fair.
You like what about them? Oh, I like this one guy that used to be on the team in 2004. But you know what? I respect that over the guy that's fucking bandwagoning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going.
You know what I see a surprising amount of? Maybe I just notice it because they're my favorite team, but I actually do notice a surprising amount of Blackhawks fans.
Yeah, for me, I wish I could find more Senator fans. But
I feel like part of that might still be bandwagon from the 3-peat, but
only so much so. Like, there's only so like. Yeah, probably. I was trying to find a positive.
I wonder how much of it is left over.
But do people not go like, "Hey, buddy, you're a fucking bandwagoner"? Like when you first told me you're a Chicago fan, I was like, ah.
Yeah, and then
And then I realized, okay, like obviously I got to know you, but I'm saying, like when people find out that I'm fuck, what's it?
which
Like I like
sport?
Liverpool. No, I like Liverpool for soccer. People think I just like them because they're
Oh,
fucking sick now. No, man, I liked it when they were fucking terrible too, and I was fucking crying every day because they fucking suck.
hey, I still love watching a Blackhawks game, and I still to this day will argue with you on they have the absolute best goal song in the league.
Oh my god, best jerseys? Yes,
Best jerseys guaranteed.
yes, best jerseys. Yes.
Have you seen like some of their St. Pat's jerseys are sick?
No.
They're
Listen to me. Those funky, fucked up jerseys, I don't like those. I
come
like the black,
on.
the white, the red. That's it. Stick to the goddamn classics. That's all.
No, their specialty jerseys are sick as well. Don't even take that away.
Someone had a nice camo jersey, like it was like a Army night or a Veterans night, whatever. They did like special jerseys for it.
Yeah.
It was Tampa Bay had a nice one though.
You
The
think
all
so?
black
It was
one.
Tampa Bay?
Ooh, it was nice. But anyways, but yeah, man, I don't know. But you know what? Like I was
Because
saying,
then that might be another thing. People might be buying this wear just because it looks nice.
95% of the time I buy shit, it's because it just looks nice. I have an Arizona Diamondbacks hat.
Never mind Arizona Diamondbacks. That freaking what's that? Ohio State University.
Yeah, I love that
That
fucking
you
Ohio State.
Buckeyes.
I've never been in my life. I got it in fucking Pennsylvania. Like, I was actually at Penn State when I got that, a rival school. That's where I got that sweater. I've never even
Got
been.
it at a campus crew.
Yeah, I got it at a campus crew on a campus. I wasn't even in school. Who the fuck? And I'm walking out of there like the proudest guy, and I think it's like a fucking rival. I was like, who the fuck is this idiot? We get those for like when we play them, and they burn them in the parking lots for tailgates. And this guy's buying one to actually wear. What the fuck? Did I look like a tourist or what? Okay, so then there we go.
Tourist.
We're talking about road trips prior to this. We're
Mhm.
going to Ohio State.
You want to go to Ohio State? You want to go to class and see if we fit in?
I guarantee we
No
go in there.
chance.
I guarantee people point us out like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, not a chance. We'd
Fine.
probably walk into a rough class too. Like
What's a
we'd
rough
probably
class?
walk
I was just
into.
about to say something that was going to get me into trouble. What's the
No,
definition?
go,
of a
go,
rough
go,
class?
go, go. What do you mean?
I was gonna
Get into
say,
trouble.
like,
Get into trouble.
I was gonna say like we walk into like feminine studies, like
That's what I was thinking. Like we walk into like new age feminist movement, and we're sitting there like,
like
okay.
we belong. We're wondering like, hey, there's like 250 women here. What's going on? Okay, no, this is fine.
250 women, and then like one or two pods of guys doing that
Yeah, and then,
classic,
like,
like I care.
I care, or the 4 or 5 that are just like, fuck, I had no. This is my only option.
This is my only liberal elective that I
My
could
only
take.
elective. It was that or German history. And I
And
wasn't.
then
about
there's
to-
us sitting there.
But yeah, man. Okay, that's the road trip. I know Cleveland's fucking boring. Like Ohio in general is fucking.
I want to visit Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Where's
No.
that? That's
I think that's Cleveland.
That's Cleveland.
Akron, Ohio.
No, it's
Akron.
Cleveland.
Is it Cleveland?
Yeah.
It's in Akron. What's the
Why don't we go
capital of
Cleveland?
what's the capital of Ohio? Cleveland?
I think so.
That's a good question. I'm gonna look that up now. Actually,
I
pride
remember
myself-
back in school. Back in school, they put a big emphasis on like us knowing our own provincial like capitals and stuff like that, but not really the states.
You know what? I was always more interested into like state geography than I know it sounds stupid, but
Well, state geography's fucked.
Cleveland, interesting. Okay, so Cleveland's the capital, which I should have
Yep.
figured. And then yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland.
So we should go to Cleveland. We should stop by Cleveland.
Okay.
It's not that far if I do remember, because you either go.
No.
I remember you're on the I-95 and you either get off and you go towards Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or you stay on and you go towards Cleveland, right? I think it's
Again, those
something like that.
highways in the U.S. they don't do a lot of right over there. But if you want to see nice infrastructure, go over there.
Honestly, and they're way
I don't
cheaper
know
than I
what you
thought
say.
they were. I don't know why I always remember the toll highways being so expensive, but they're so cheap. Like
Well,
the
it depends
entire
how far you go too, man. Right?
no, dude, from like Buffalo all the way to Pittsburgh was like $325.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
5-hour drive to Cleveland, 4:52, and we already know we're stopping to take a piss.
Yeah. Well, 5-hour drive to Cleveland. We're probably gonna
Right down the
stop at the
lake.
border.
You're taking Lake Erie the whole way down.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
probably
good.
gonna be a beautiful drive.
I got some guy changing a fucking tire outside, and like, really, buddy? Actually, you know what? Funny story. I got my first flat tire.
Did you actually?
On Sunta, I was fucking miserable. But you know what? I'm gonna hype myself up here. Change the tire. 3 minutes 14 seconds. Sign me up, Red Bull Racing, right now. I'll take all the F1 fucking merchandise. I don't care. I'll take it all. I'll sit in that
3
hot
minutes?
seat.
How
Like I'm,
quick
I'm
is
saying, no,
tire
no, I'm
change?
saying like jack down, nothing. Like I'm saying like nothing set up. Like pump the jack up, fucking undo the bolts, everything. 3 minutes 14 seconds.
Tire on, tire off.
No,
Car
no
down.
gun. No
3
gun
minutes
either.
14 seconds.
I was hand bombing it. Hand bombing it.
Really?
I was impressed, man.
And who timed
Watch
it?
watch my wheel fly off on the highway, but I was pretty fucking impressed.
How many bolts did you put back on the car, man?
Oh, let's avoid that. Let's avoid that conversation. If you don't mind, let's avoid that one.
No, I'm having some troubles with mine too. I blew a hole in the in my exhaust system again, so I got a weed whacker that I'm driving around again.
Oh.
Yeah. So I gotta take it to
Well, at least the ladies know when you're coming, man. They just fucking hear you
Yeah.
a mile away.
Let's them know. Yeah. Driving down the street. Oh yeah. Sounding
You know what?
real
I know
good.
my car makes some noises too, but you know, I was at a McDonald's parking lot, McDonald's drive-through, and this 2 cars in front of me, man. This poor fucking Jetta was just on its. It reminded me of Uncle Bolka's old Jetta. It was just on its last life. Obviously the guy's air conditioning was on or something, and all you hear is a. And it's so loud, like he's trying to talk to the lady and like make an order. It was so bad. I remember with Bokla, man, we used to go to drive-throughs and have to turn off the car because it was so loud.
Really? Was it an old diesel?
Was it a diesel? Was it a diesel?
Because I remember my parents' old diesel one was loud as hell.
You know what? I'm getting waken up by the birds in the morning, man. I had this.
Really?
I'm gonna fucking kill this bird. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning into a light sleeper. The next time this bird comes on my fucking window and starts just beacon, like literally beacon at me, I'm gonna actually get up and hit it with a BB gun. I'm sorry for the animal rights people out there, the PETA, sorry, but I've just had enough.
What kind of bird? Do you know?
A fucking loud one.
It's nesting right outside your window.
I've never got up in time to see it. I just lay in bed just miserable. I should probably get up and do something about it.
Take a picture.
Yeah, you know what? That's
Don't move. Hey.
Post.
If there's a nest or something, don't touch it.
No,
know
there's
that,
no
right?
nest. There's no fucking nest. It'd be in my gutters if there was a nest. There's no nest. I go smoke on the roof. There's no fucking nest. I checked. But I'm telling you, it was fucking so annoying. And I feel like more people struggle with this. I'm telling you right now. I can't be the only one.
I don't know, buddy.
Oh my God. Are you
Birds aren't that bad. Me?
Yeah.
Decently. I don't think I'm that heavy a sleeper. I will wake up if like it's actually something I need to wake up for. Like I can wake up pretty good.
I feel like I've turned into a light sleeper before I sleep through fucking fire alarms. I remember a fire alarm went off at a hockey tournament we're at. I slept right through it. I'm not fucking getting up.
No, I've never been able to do something like that.
I'm exhausted. It's 3 a.m. I'm not getting up. I'm out like a light, man.
Oh no, an alarm goes off, I'm up.
No alarm goes off?
No chance.
If I know I have to wake up the next morning, then the alarm goes off, I'm getting up.
Yeah.
It's in my mind. Do I miss waking up to go get the bus to go to school?
Have you ever woken up like to Asunta crying her car alarm?
No, that'd be scary.
Yeah?
That'd be scary. No, man. Someone's taking the rims off of Asunta. No, don't take my baby's feet. Come on. It's a move. Where's the craziest place?
Leave her alone.
The craziest place you woke up?
Craziest place I woke up?
Yeah.
Okay. Oshawa.
Oh, okay.
Already not a good place.
Just say Oshawa. That's it.
It was after one night. I think it was after midterms or either St. Pat's.
Nice.
Woke up. So we were supposed to go back to my one buddy's house.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently we never made it.
Nice.
and woke up at a completely different friend's house, but we didn't know whose house it was originally, and we all just crashed. Like, he had, like, you know how some people have those sitting rooms just inside the entrance?
Yeah.
There's like 3 couches or something.
Yeah.
So it's like me and my 2 other buddies just like like waking up in there, and I'm sitting there like, am I the only one awake? And so I look to my left, and like I see like my other buddy's eyes open, and I was like, where are we?
I would have shit my fucking pants at that.
Dude, we just left. We left.
Buddy, we're gonna go.
We got a text from our buddy after. He's like, where'd you guys go? And we were like, that was your place? Like, how the fuck did we get there? He's like,
sorry. Craziest place I woke up, side of a road.
How? Like, in your car?
No. Like,
just
woke up
in a ditch.
Like, not a ditch, but you know, like the curb to grass, like when you walk like in suburbia, like when you walk at my house, there's a curb, but it's like my lawn.
Yeah.
I slept like half on the curb, half on the lawn.
How do you manage that?
Woke up the next morning. I remember calling, like waking up to like my mother. Where the fuck are you? Where have you been? You didn't come home last night. Where are you? Are you dead? Because I went to a party, but it was just like, hey, I gotta come home. You have the expectation that you're gonna come home eventually. It might be 2 a.m, but you're gonna get home eventually.
Yeah.
It was 6 a.m. My mom's calling me. You know what I told her? I went to the fucking gym. I walked to the gym. Did she buy it?
Crazy.
Did she buy it?
She didn't buy it.
Probably not, but I didn't hear it when I got home. But
Matt, she gave you a free pass.
100% she did. 100%.
You're no. Not even because it's not believable that you went to the gym, but because your mom isn't that dumb. Your mom isn't that dumb.
No, but it was a fact of
Matt, do you even know what gyms in Bolton are open at 6 a.m.?
Anytime Fitness, 24/7.
There you go.
Come on. I did homework before I called her. I did some homework. Like, okay, what opens up? Where did I get a membership?
Text all the boys, guys. What's open?
I was like, Mom, they're giving out 7-day free memberships at 5:30 in the morning. I had to take advantage of it, so I'm just here at the gym. Come on. Use my first day.
No gym clothes, no sneakers, no nothing.
And then when I got home, full of grass and mud. Where did you go? What gym did you go to? Oh, the side of the road. The one off of 50. Oh, where? On the ditch. Oh, okay.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's for me.
One of the nicest places I've ever fallen asleep and woken up. Had a transfer for a flight one time. So I fell asleep on Venice Beach in LA. Woke up to this little I think it was a Pomeranian. It was like licking my face.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was actually funny. Here's the thing. You asked me where's the weirdest place I ever woke up. Where's the weirdest place you've ever like driven through and just gotten one of those bad feelings?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flint, Michigan.
No way.
Flint, motherfucking Michigan.
When did you drive through Flint?
We went to Indianapolis for a work conference, like for a weekend.
Geez.
It was fucking everything you see on TV and everything you hear is exactly what it is. That is not a fake news place.
Jesus.
You know what? It was probably sadder than it was fucking scary. I was never scared or like uncomfortable. I was just fucking sad the whole time as you're walking by. Dude, you got to think about it. Imagine all of Mississauga being just deserted.
Oh no.
That's the size of the city. Look it up. Like, people fact check this. It is a huge city that no one uses or lives within.
Yeah.
They have like 30 people in a police department in the whole city.
No.
There's more in the OPP in Bolton than there are in the whole city of Flint.
Dude, that's just sad.
It is sad, man. And they like these people don't have fucking water. Anyways, I won't get into the sob story. I'm not crying. You're crying. But we won't get into that.
Flint, Michigan. Actually, that's scary.
Flint, Michigan was the definition of fucking like a culture shock.
I think creepiest place I ever drove. Actually, I wasn't even driving. So recently, rode our bikes around. Ended up stopping by the old high school. Went around back, and it was just dead silent. All you could hear
Really?
were like a couple birds.
What time was this?
This was like later at night, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. So the sun was going down. Felt like it was straight out of some sort of like horror movie or something like that. Like it was not a real situation. Felt like something was just gonna happen, like some sort of explosion, something. Like it felt too serene.
Isn't that crazy where your mind goes though sometimes?
Yeah. But it was immediately. It's like it wasn't like, oh, this is beautiful. It was like something's wrong.
No, it's kind of crazy sometimes where I feel like my mind goes in some of the situations I manipulate in my brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. Well, hey, I'm glad it's getting hot. That's one thing I'm getting happy on. I'm sitting in my room here sweating my balls off, and I'm acting like I'm mad, but I'm really not.
Now, when it gets hot, are you a AC person or windows down?
Windows down.
Windows down all the way?
Windows down.
And is that because Asunta's air conditioning works or does not work?
Listen, the only thing you can't get out of Asunta is heat at your feet when it's wintertime.
Really?
Doesn't warm your toes. You better be wearing 2 pairs of socks when it's minus 20 out. That's the only thing, man.
It's pretty good. How old is she again?
2001, 20,
Wow.
20 years? Yeah, almost 19 years.
Probably 19.
19. She's up there, man.
Damn,
I'm looking into not trading her in. Don't tell her that, okay? I hope she doesn't.
No, not trade her in. No.
I'm not going to trade her in. I'm going to drive her till she dies. But I am looking into getting some new wheels. I just have commitment issues.
What do you mean you got commitment issues?
I got commitment issues because this next car is going to be a car for not like another 4 or 5 years. It's going to be like a car.
So you're hoping to buy new?
I'm hoping to get new. Yes, I know it sounds greedy, but I'm hoping to get new. You think that's a bad idea?
I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily, as long as you're buying it outright. I'm not one to agree with any of that lease or finance shit.
Really? Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, because in my eyes, leasing, you get nowhere close to owning the car realistically. You have a bunch of restrictions as to if there's a certain damages that get done, your lease gets voided, right?
Not to interrupt you, but with leasing, I've always found that people that lease are the ones that are they just go car to car. Every 2 years, they have a different fucking car.
That's because leases end every 2 or so years. But what happens if you get into an accident and all of a sudden the damage that's done isn't covered in the lease? Then bam, you got to buy the car out.
Not even that. You got or you got to go fucking. You better hope it's a fender bender. You go fucking
right
before they know.
You got no, but even then, if you do any work to it yourself, voids the lease. The leases, there's so many traps and pitfalls and stuff like that. And that's just from knowing like a dealer owner.
Yeah.
Like
I know someone. He's giving you a little bit of that inside scoop.
Well, I've seen the lease my parents used to have, and I'm like, geez, man, like
what the hell were you doing?
Yeah, what's going on? And you don't end up getting anywhere closer to owning the car than if you just bought it outright. And then financing, why am I going to pay an extra 20% of what the car was worth before I even drove it?
No, I would have to put if I'm going to finance it, I would put like half or more than half already into it.
Oh, God. But if you're able to put half or more than half already into it, why aren't you just buying it outright?
Good point.
Like, what kind of car are you buying?
I really like, I'm not saying this, but I want to stay with Acura or I want to go Nissan.
You know what my kind of like, I always run into commitment issues with the cars I really like because, so I really, really, really wanted, you're going to give me crap for this, Volkswagen GTI. But then all of a sudden I started looking into all the extra costs, the low profile tires, the higher grade gasoline.
What package do you want with the car? I'll take
No, that stuff comes standard.
Really?
Yeah, so the low profile tires are standard on GTIs. So your tires, if you want winter or new summer tires, more expensive. Bam. You're spending an extra like $40 a tire at least.
No choice. You got no choice.
No choice unless you raise the car, which really you're going to do it.
Fair.
And then the gasoline it takes is one grade up from just the Golf. So then again, you're paying an extra 10 cents at the pump.
Okay,
Solve a
have you
little
been
cost.
during COVID, have you been taking advantage of the whole lower gas prices?
Oh, guaranteed. I still frequent out my gas station, our gas station.
Do you still go?
Oh
Did you go when you
God,
went
yeah.
to Eglinton?
Yeah, when I was coming back.
I was gonna say you should stop over there on your fucking way home.
Always, man. I will plan my route around our gas station. I am
What
loyal.
was it when you went, if you don't mind me asking?
Sorry?
What was it when you went? 88?
82. I think it was like
I gotta fill up
81.9 or
tonight.
something like that.
I gotta fill up tonight, and I was thinking about fucking maybe taking a
Hey,
drive.
but the drive over there it's going to cost you nothing to drive there and drive back except for your time.
Yeah, because by the time you get back, what gas did you lose, right?
What gas did you use? It's literally, I looked at it, 25, 26 kilometers from home.
And you're flying half the time too, so it really doesn't even fucking take.
Depending on where you're taking, yeah, you're gunning it.
That's a good point. Well, I was in Mississauga the other night, and you know how many people I saw outside?
Tons, probably.
Tons. Does that make
Yeah.
you uncomfortable or what?
People outside of Mississauga? No, it's Mississauga.
Not Mississauga. I'm saying even over here. I'm just saying I was in Mississauga. People over here. You see a lot of people over here. Does it bother you, or do you just walk on?
Seeing people outside doesn't bother me. Like, to each their own. But I know I have a small circle, and everyone can only control themselves. So that's why it doesn't bother me. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to keep myself safe. And there's things that people do in a regular day-to-day basis, never mind the whole present day situation, that I do and that other people don't.
Well, my question to you, and I remember we talked about this earlier, that whole situation at Trinity Bellwoods that just happened this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes, they shouldn't, people were cutting it close and all that kind of fun stuff.
Did you see the one news report? I think it was CP24, where they were interviewing some girl, and this guy who she just met walked up and like kissed her. What points are you proving? What points are you proving?
That he had a big cock, man. I'm telling you, that was ballsy as shit. I couldn't believe he did that.
But like,
I couldn't believe he did that.
Like, even if you don't get it, what?
No, but where I was going with it was the sense of, I kind of feel for people that are over there. Because, guy, how many people live in a basement? How many people live in a condominium? How many people don't have the option of going to a backyard in social distance, but like going outside by not social distancing?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? There's so many people sardine canned already down there that what can you do? But hey, for next week, we're bringing on a fucking guest, no?
We are bringing on a guest next week. Next week, we are probably, if not guaranteed, bringing on Ernesto. And Ernie, we've known since minor hockey, and he's been a good friend. Good friend to both of us.
Hey, you know what? I'm excited to get him on. Obviously, I got a lot of good feedback from the Pillsworth interview. You know, he's a little bit shy. We'll get him out of that shell a little bit more as we get on here. But you know what? I'm glad to have Ernie on. He's gonna have some fucking great stories about the two of us because he's seen some shit and he's seen some fucking shit.
I think he's probably seen almost the most shit. I think for me.
For both sides, yeah. For both sides, yeah.
For both of us, guaranteed. He knows the most about both of us. But I mean, for me personally, he's one of like 3 people who's probably seen the most.
I gotta get him eating his homemade butter and then get him on here. He'll just he won't shut the fuck up.
No, I think he's more into if we just sit in the back and have a couple beers.
No, 100%. If you Tyskees, he'll get the reference on us.
He's been buying Peroni a lot.
Really? He's turning into that, eh?
Hey, but you know what? Conversation for a different podcast. But yeah, I dig it.
We'll get on that with him. But hey, man, glad to catch up. Fuck, has it been?
Yeah, nice talking to you. It's been about a week.
I can't believe that we're doing this again, man. Like, this is fucking crazy, and it's nice to see that the world's getting back to some kind of back to function,
back to normalcy.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, man, it's been fun as always. Everyone, please remember to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us and like our posts on Twitter and Instagram. We promise to get more pictures out there, maybe more Bruno. Leave us some comments. Show us your love. And as always, if there's anyone you want us to interview or anything you want us to talk about,
Let us
give us a message. Let us know. I guess that just about wraps it up.
That fucking ramble ends it. Love you guys.
Ciao.